based on my experiences of having things in your front panniers and in the rear panniers whenever you're riding your bicycle and you have it in a complete stop like this and as such, then there is going to be weight balance problems. And I've noticed it myself for when I'm doing this for myself, like when I'm going out there and getting some water, and I gotta put this stuff into my rear panniers, into my front panniers, so I have things at the ready at all times, such as an emergency tube or something like that, that I can, or a tire pump and stuff like that, and I can have that, and I just transfer that from the rear to the front side, so I always have something at the ready. And then I put the gallons of, or the empty gallons on the rear side, or I'll carry a bicycle trailer along with it. But and sometimes we'll carry even heavier stuff on the front side as well. But because the stuff on the front side is heavier, I've never seen this on any bicycle related type of channel. So as far as I'm aware, I may be the first one. If there's anybody out there that does this or says something like this, please let me know in the comment section below. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and pioneer this one. So whenever you are carrying something on the front side of your bicycle is going to have front weight, and it's going to be unbalanced weight because the way your bike is usually set up, as is right here, under heavy circumstances, when you have things on the front of your bike and you have different types of weight balances on the front versus the rear, because your bicycle handlebar is like this and your weight is shifted from one side to the other, so your stuff like this is how your bike is going to be. As such as this, kind of like a cross section. Your tire is heading this way, and your bike body is this way. So because of it, the weight is going to go towards the part where it meets in the middle the most, and not towards the outer part. So because of this, the weight is here, and this here is going this way. So you're going to have the weight on this side, and the weight on here, which is going to make your bike going to want to tilt like this. So I had that problem the other day when I went to go fill up on water, and I noticed that. I'm like, how can I counter that? How can I make my weight more balanced? And then I decided to try something out just to see how it would do, and I succeeded. So the result was positive. So out of my own recommendation, out of what I experienced and learning for myself, this I had not, like I said, I had not found this on any other bicycle channel before. So if anybody has ever said anything about this, I had to find out. So if there isn't anyone with this kind of thing as far as their bike content goes, then I'll be happy to be the first. But to counter the balance on this and make it as equal as possible, when you have weight on this side and this side, which bring your weight of this side down here and here down to there, because this is going like this, your weight is going to want to meet in the middle this way, which is going to make your bike tilt over. What you want to do is bring your handlebars this way, so you have the weight all on one side. At that, you're going to counter the weight by moving your handlebar this way. And at that, try to make it as steady as possible. It also depends on the terrain that you're on, or how steep the terrain, whatever kind of terrain it is. But if you're on as flat as possible surface, then this is the perfect way to actually have your bike set up, so that way the the weight is balanced. So in this one here, we'll keep the weight on this side here, so it's not going to tilt that way. And if there's the weight on there is going that way, the weight over here is more facing this way. So here you're actually balancing the weight. So we're counterbalancing the weight, but you're making it as equal to shift as possible, so your bike is not going to go anywhere, which makes it easier to do something here, or there, or there, or there. So that's out of my experience. So I wanted to teach you guys that, or let you guys know, so that way for your experiences, whenever you're carrying stuff in the rear panniers, for those of you who do have panniers in your bicycles, then this is what I am doing. So you guys will learn from this and take it upon yourselves as far as the advice goes. However you guys want to do it, it's up to you. But if you want the advice, this is how I would do it. But for those of you who do not have front side panniers for your bicycles, then I wouldn't worry about it. You ain't got nothing to worry. So just make sure your bike is balanced, because on different kind of terrains, your bicycle will still want to flip over. So make sure you're on a good balance for your bicycle. But if you do have front panniers like I do and rear panniers like I do, then you're going to have some different kind of weight, some weight problems to work with. So you're going to have solutions and work out those solutions to find something that best suits your needs. So, and this one here is the way I have mine, is the way I found so far to best suit my need during this situation and the time that I have it. So, the situation being on flat ground. So, and not steep at all. So, it's just basically off a parking lot. So, but that's what I have for now on this part here. So, I hope you enjoyed that. And this part here, and I will also be taking some pictures of this side so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about as far as what I'm talking about in this part here, and then you can have that for your safety measure for counterbalancing the weight on your bicycle. Well guys, this is going to be a follow-up to my other video, so this is going to be after my pictures and whatnot that I put on the video before this one here, but I'm giving you guys a closer look. Balance that way, balance this way, so when you're working on the front panniers if you have such, and the rear panniers if you have such, then that is the best way to balance your bicycle. Or if you have one, then a tricycle, but a tricycle is actually way more balanced than a bicycle is. A bicycle would be the one to be more concerned about, because a bicycle only has 2 tires, 2 wheels. Hence is why it's called bicycle. Anyways, thank you guys again.